Hey everybody, Card Bandit here. What we're going to be learning today is something called the Faro Shuffle, which looks like this. Now what this is it is a method for getting two halves of the deck to interlace every other card. So we're going to get into the basic maneuver. A perfect Faro Shuffle is getting exactly half the deck and interlacing it exactly one for one. If you want to perfect it to that level, that's great. But this is just really to get you on the basic journey of the Faro Shuffle, sort of get you started on that. So let's get into it. What you're going to want to do is start out with the deck in the hand that normally grips it. So in this case you've got a regular mechanics grip, and then you elevate it up a little bit. So it's at the fingertips. So you've got your three fingers along the side, your index finger at the top, and your thumb along this edge here. Elevated. So you'll see a little bit of a gap in the hand. What you do with the other hand is it comes over and it grips the packet like so with the middle finger and the ring finger. In the motion of squaring it up, you'll notice the pinky finger comes in on the back to keep the cards squared up, and the pointer finger is at the top edge. Now here's what happens. What you're going to be doing is you're going to angle the cards down. This is a huge exaggeration. It's just sort of to give you the idea of how the pressure is going to be applied to the cards. Really, you want the cards nice and squared up. That is essential for the Faro Shuffle. The cards need to be squared at least along the edge you're farrowing on. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start the Faro. How I do it is I have my finger slightly over top of the cards and I line up the two halves with this pointer finger that's on top so that they're not overshooting each other. Then I apply the downward pressure. So I push in with this hand downward, and this hand doesn't do as much of the pushing, but it can push as well to help with the weaving. So the cards will now weave together, and once that weave has started, the rest of it's easy. The rest of the weave will come naturally to the cards. How to start the weave and how to keep that weave going, a really good tip for that is once you have those cards lined up, you can sort of slide them along each other. So you can slide it back and forth to keep that weave going. So you start the weave by sliding the cards together, and then you slide it back and forth in order to get that perfect weave. Okay. One more time, we'll go over this. You have the deck in the elevated grip. You take the cards at the back, square them up, use this finger to overlap the cards, press them together like so. Make sure this pinky is at the back of those cards to support the pushing motion so that the cards don't slide back on you in the top hand. Apply downward pressure as you're sliding the cards across each other. And keep sliding the cards until the cards have woven together. And that's your Faro Shuffle. So if you have any questions about that, another good resource I'd recommend is 52 Cards. He's got a different way of doing it. A lot of people have their own method that works for them. That's what works for me, and I hope it works for you. If you have any questions about this, please put them in the comment section below, and I will have a link to 52 Cards video of the Faro Shuffle as well, so that way you can have more resources, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.